Hello, hello, hello. Let's see if this is going to work. That's what I kind of figured. It ain't going to do it. I don't know if this is going to work or not. We will find out. Huh. Try to, at least. Okay. Oh, how's things going today? Let's see if this works. Oh, yeah. There we go. Huh. There's a little bit of a delay in there. What if I turn this down a little bit? It's just testing to see if everything's getting to be working right. Okay. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2. I got 10 minutes, 6 minutes. And let's see if everything works right. Display, boom. Camera 1, camera 2. Cool deal. Got that set up decent. Let's see if it shows up on this. Nope. Oh, there's Google. YouTube. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. I don't know if this is going to show up or if it's going to work, but we will try it. Let's see if I do this. Oh, we'll go general discussion. Cool. I hope it works. If not, we will find out. I got 3 watching. I appreciate it. I'm just testing things out right now, gentlemen. Uh, say hi or something if you see me in the chat or anything like that. I still got a couple minutes before I flip on. But I just want to let you know that I am here. I am trying things out, trying to get it working. This is the first time I really tried OSB Studio. So we are going to see how OSB Studio treats me today. Hopefully it works out decent for me. Is the mic sounding okay? Okay. In 3, 2, 1, and now for the cartoons, folks. Hey guys, just wanted to stop in, say good morning, and as you can see, we have this. This is one of the trees that I wrapped up when Phil was doing it. Could be a little louder. Gotcha, brother. Thank you. How's that? Is that any better? Um, Now what we're going to do is turn this piece of wire into a tree, hopefully. Okay. I did more research on the application that I was doing last week. If y'all caught that, man, that was a nightmare. Uh, my oak tree did not want to become a pine tree that day, but I did more research and come to find out that there were steps that I was supposed to have taken, but didn't. But we'll we'll learn from our mistakes. I guarantee you that. Um, if if it don't work out again today, we'll try it. But I'm pretty sure that I have nailed it. I hope. Oop, timber. Okay, now the first thing that I did was I laid down a piece of wax paper. Okay, that way, you know what's if anything spills on it, it ain't going nowhere. Second thing you're gonna need. Let me slide this out of the way. First, you're gonna need a tree. Second, strainer. Okay, that's the part I left out. That's the major part I left out. You're gonna need a container, as you can see, and last but not least, your sawdust. What I figured out was it's not this part that you want. Okay, um, it's not this part you want. It's the part that comes. Set this out of the way. When you tap this, looks like snow. Okay, get yourself a little bit out there, because it don't take much to do this. This is what flips me out. Oh, there's 2 more ingredients I forgot. But I'm not going to mix them up like I did last week, believe me. Okay, once you have a fair amount of sawdust there, and that's real fine. Oh, you get rid of your other. Oh, good morning, people. I'm glad y'all stopped in to spend your Saturday morning with me watching cartoons. Okay, the other thing that you will need. Oh, and I thought I had everything prepped. Bummer. I found it. But everything, this is also something you're going to need. Elmer's glue, or any kind of glue you want to use. Me personally, I like Elmer's glue because I grew up on it. Shoot, we all ate it when we was a kid. Okay, brush, grab an old brush, because what you're about to do to it is abusive. Okay, now you grab your tree and you set it down. You pour a little bit of Elmer's glue. And then you start painting. I know this is similar to what I did with the Mod Podge on my one tree I'm going to show you. Okay, oop, sorry if I hit the camera. Just work your way around. Make sure you get in every little piece that you want covered. Do your upstrokes, your downside, everything. Fill that in. Here comes the fun part. Take this and you just start sprinkling. And make sure you roll it, because a tree has more than 4 sides. A tree does not have sides. A tree is round. But once you get this all in there, and you make sure you're happy with it. Now this is just the first coat. Okay, that's just the first coat. Once you let that set, come on, focus camera. Once you let that set and harden up, let the glue harden up, then you can come back and do a second, third, however thick you want this trunk. Okay, then you come up and do all your little armatures and everything like that. Make sure you soak it good, and I mean make sure you soak it good. That way, let's see, we got John. Hey, Benny. Thanks, brother, for stopping in. I hope this is sounding okay and everything is presentable. I watched my videos like Vinny said, and Sparky 107 107. You learn a lot from going back and watching your videos. More or less what not to do. Last week's was a total disaster. When you have your grandkids going at it, you have your telephones ringing, your dogs barking, your neighbors outside blowing horns. Hey, Lake Erie, welcome. Thank you for stopping in. You know, and everything last week, what happened, happened. And I'm serious, it was a nightmare. But just keep on going like this all the way up. Do small sections. Don't get in a big hurry. This is something that you just sit back and enjoy doing, because when you're done, it looks pretty decent. Your main thing is trying to get rid of that wire look, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, every tree does grow in a circle, you know what I'm saying? Or a spiral, or, you know, most people think the tree grows straight up. They don't. At least I don't think so. But if you just keep working it in, getting them grooves in, and then, like I said, this is where the wax paper comes in handy. Because when you're done, all you gotta do is lift it up, make a funnel, and pour it back in your jar. But this is I experimented on the first tree I was working on. Excuse me. Uh, the first one I worked on, uh, as you've seen, that paste consistency, it didn't stick. So like I said, I did research. The biggest thing that I have ever said in all my videos, I did not do research. I seen how the dude did it. I thought it was amazing, and I figured, oh heck, I can do that. No, it don't work that way. Not at all. There, bring that down to where you ain't seen the top of my head. Oop. But once this dries, I'll do a little bit more here. I got another example sitting off to the side here that I want to show you. Well, once this dries, it it's pretty stout. I mean, it's hard for the sawdust to come off. I don't know, it's because you're doing it in so many different layers, and but it definitely, just tap it. Don't be afraid. It's just a wire tree. You're not going to hurt it. Okay, now I'm going to set this one off the side and let it dry. Uh, this one here I did a little test on. This is all dry, as you can see. This up here has had spackling put on it. Okay, and let harden, painted. It's still flexible. It's still movable. But it just didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. You had the white streaks, and it just didn't look like a tree. So what I've done is I've more or less done the same thing right over top of this. Right over top of the spackling. I can't remember what I used. I think it was spackling. That vinyl spackling, I think it was. Because I wanted something flexible in case I wanted to move the branches. I'm going to just do this small area and then show you what, you know, go up what I've already done. And show you that it, after a couple layers, it don't look bad at all, honestly. I wouldn't lie to you. You're my favorite train people. But just make sure you knock the excess off, because you're going to get enough gooey stuff in the next step. So you just work your way up. Excuse me, I'm trying to fight sinus colds. I hate them. Um, I think everybody's. Oh, let's see, Lake Erie. Got to go and do yard work. Hey, Lake Erie, thank you for stopping in, brother. If you happen to catch us on a rewind, I appreciate you stopping in. Okay, now, what I was talking about. Okay, all you got to do is, you don't wipe on the second stage. Do not wipe. You dab. That way, you're not wiping away what's already there. You are preserving it. The name, the word of the day, preserve. That way, when you're tapping, you're not wiping away anything. You're adding a small layer of adhesive, and it looks like you're taking it away, but it's not. You are just adding to what's there. Um, do a small section at a time. Like I said, don't be in no rush. This is a hobby, nothing to freak out about. And like I said, just keep rolling it as you're dusting. And now you can see the difference between this one, this area here, second layer, and this is the first layer. I don't know if you guys can get a good look at that or not, but that way you just work your way up. I mean, it's pretty slick on how it works, I do got to say. Uh, if you go out, I honestly don't know if you could do this on a regular tree branch. Excuse me, got something in my eye. On a regular tree branch, or if it's just if it would work on a regular branch. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Indian. Appreciate it. I mean, it shocked me on how it's turning out too. I thought, wow, I might have stumbled onto something. I guess every hillbilly finds a rock. Excuse me. But just keep on dabbing. I like doing up here first after I do the base a little bit. Actually, I just started in the wrong area. I figured I'd cover my butt. But just keep dabbing. And once you get it where you like it, you know, the thickness and everything down here. Once you get the consistency that you like on your tree, you can go on to the third step. And that's the fun part. And then you just sprinkle away. And when you're doing up by your branches, okay, when you're doing up by your, up and through here, around your branches, turn it upside down, get up underneath them where the branches meet the main trunk. Because if not, you're going to see empty, it won't look right. Believe me. Trust me. How'd that guy do it? Trust me. But now you can see the difference in between second stage, first stage, second coat, excuse me. Um, just keep working up. I mean, layer after layer after layer. Now this one here, I'm going to add about 4 layers to it because I want this to be kind of girthy, I guess you'd say. And the thicker you put on it, it don't do any good as far as just gobbing it on there. It just don't. All it does is run down. All it does is if you glue it on, all it does is run from here down, and then all you got is straight sawdust, and it don't look good. Okay, now what I will do. Hey, I got 8 people watching. Appreciate y'all stopping in. Morning cup of coffee to you, gentlemen. 3 reasons. My grandbabies. Okay. Well, I just feel so good today. Okay, so I went over. Let's do a recap. Oh, I'm falling. My camera about fell. I hit it with my coffee. Stage 1, wire brush with the first coat of the imitated bark. This is just to show you that it does go over other material. Of course, I guess once you put glue to anything, it'll cover it. Hi Cheryl Crow, how you doing, Bubba? Nice for you to stop in. I gotta do something real fast, Vinny. I'm sorry, but cool. I tried to do that last time, Vinny, but I couldn't. Um, that way you can help me out. Sure, I appreciate you stopping in. That means a lot to me. And congratulations on your winnings. That was awesome. That was just too cool. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you welcome to the family of DCC. Uh, Destruction DCC, because it will make you go nuts. Okay, now for the big drum roll. I still got a little work to do on this, but once you get it painted, and like I said, once you I used a little bit of brown oxidize and brown oxidize, a little bit of gray granite, and a little bit of dark granite. Uh, First layer was this, and the bad thing about painting sawdust is no matter what you think it looks like, okay, you will, okay, right here's let me get a pointer. Right there's for an example, okay. No matter which way you turn this thing, you will find white bark, which is the sawdust. So that's what I'm saying. You still got to go back and do touch-ups. And when you're painting this, do not wipe it. Dab it like you did your glue. Turn this thing every which way you can to look. I don't know how good this is going to show up, but to me that don't look too bad. I mean, it looks like an old tree you'd find out in the middle of a forest that's been abused. Okay. Uh, Once you get this stage done, come back and do a dry brush. Okay, real fast. What is a dry brush, you say? I don't know. Well, guess what? I'm glad you said something. As soon as I find a paintbrush. uh, this is a paintbrush. Dry brushing is dab, wipe off as much as you can, and then brush. Dry brush. You're not pushing on it. You're not forcing it in there. You're trying to get just the tips of what we can't see. The best way to put it. All these little tips down through here that you see. God, I hope that did not just come across this mic. My belly just growled. Yeah, dry brush to light gray. And then after, excuse me, if you don't, me personally, this right here was just too boom. You know what I'm saying? Then I took some of the dark granite and I dry brushed just a little bit over it, over top of the light. And the combination, I do gotta say, looks pretty decent. Uh, Now you can do any kind of color scheme you want. Uh, I live in West Virginia. All my trees are pain in the butt. All of my trees in this area are oaks, pin oaks, birch, uh, sumac. But I just wanted to continue on from last week where I majorly messed up on my tree. That was definitely a learning experience. uh, I want to thank you all for stopping in. Like I say, I'm not done because I'm having too much fun. Um, just take your time when you're doing something like this because, like I said, this right here, man, this you see all kind of little white dimples, more or less, and some places it does look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie to you, but like down and through here, God, these cameras just don't do this righteous. But the reason I did my roots this way is because this one is going to be sitting on a ledge, and that way I can roll my roots down to match what I got going on, you know, the terrain. And that's one thing I do like about this Elmer's glue. It is flexible. Or if I just want to plant it like this and have the dirt come over top of the tips here and then kind of raise it up, put dirt underneath it, you know, it's up to your imagination on what y'all want to do. Thanks, John. I appreciate that because, like I said, compared to where I was going at last week, I mean, y'all got to watch that video. I'm not trying to make a plug for myself, but you want to talk about morning cartoons? I was there. um, but let's see if I get this right. Vinny's show is Friday evenings, 7 o'clock. What is his Pacific Standard Time? I think it is. And Sparky's is, oh God, Sparky 107, 107, Wednesday night, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, am I right, Vinny? Tell me so. Container Man, uh, I'm glad you're doing better. He's been down sick for about 3, 4 weeks now. I talked to him last night on 8 p.m. Eastern is Sparky's. Sparky 107, 107. Now you think I'm crazy? I'm learning from these guys. God help us all. But um, they've taught me a lot. I mean, Benny's a good mauler. He's a good teacher. Now don't let your head explode, Benny. But he's good people. They're good people. Like I said, I am going to be out. Oh, hey, Benny. Yeah. Uh. Oh, okay. Yours is at 8 o'clock, and Barky's is at 7. Okay. See, glad he's here, because I'd definitely be lost. Um. But like I said, I was reading the little notes down here. Sorry. Uh, if you have a chance to visit people's channels, um, like them, thumbs up them. Um, we was talking the other night that YouTube does not recognize the thumbs up or the thumbs down as separates. Uh, see if I get this right. If you do a thumbs up, thumbs down, okay, there we go. Um, if you do thumbs up, thumbs down, yeah, it's just counted as one. It's like a computer when you vote. It goes down and reads all the marks you spot, the places that you marked. And when it comes to that spot, if it's not marked, it just skips it. Um, see, I do learn things from other people. Uh, I'm not saying I'm a know-it-all, because I'm definitely far from it. I've been in this right now for 3 years. I've had multiple layouts. I went through N scale, HO, N scale, back to HO. Uh, um, I went from 4 foot layouts to 18 by 18 layouts, out in the garage to in the house. But through all that, I've learned. Man, have I learned. I've watched some of my old videos, and it's like, man, I did that. And it's like, yeah, but I thank you. There, now that don't look too bad. Now, if that was set up in a somebody's yard, have a big nice property, have your house sitting over here, sidewalk, driveway coming down through here. Now, tell me if that wouldn't look good. Imagination. I hear you, Benny. If my eyes would have let me, I'd have stayed in scale. I mean, because something that small to have that kind of detail flipped me out. I mean, I still got some old in-scale buildings and locomotives and stuff like that. I might build a little in-scale pizza box. Not. I don't have that kind of patience. For I got 10 people watching. Whoop, whoop. But like I said, just to do a recap for the people that just come in, welcome to Hillbilly RailRoad cartoon style. um, what I've done on this one is I have painted the stump. Make sure you close your glue. I've painted the wires with the Elmer's glue. I've dusted it with the sawdust after I sifted it. Oh, get out of my way, trees. Timber. Ugh. Cool. I didn't knock nothing else down but a tree. After you sift it, get your dust. You sprinkle it on the Elmer's glue. Do layers on layers on layers. This is to show you that it does cover up other material. This is That was spackling I used on this one. Like I said, I did all kind of trial and error. And this one here is with the sawdust on it and first coat painting on it. I still got to go back and do the first coat or second coat, and then by next week I'll be able to do the canvas. I know this is a 3-part series that shouldn't be, but I'm having fun. I'm learning as I'm going, and I'm having a blast. Uh, if you have a chance, stop by everybody else's channels. Check them out. That's how I learn. But as much as I love doing this, I do have other chores today. I gotta go mow my yard myself. We're supposed to get a massive storm uh, this week or this evening. Um, there's one of my in-scale buildings now. Now see, that looks tight. That's the first in-scale building I ever done. That ain't no lie. That's the first one I ever done. And I do gotta say, don't look too bad for being a first timer, old timer. Um, but I'm gonna back out of here. I appreciate you all for stopping in and saying hey. Vinny, Cheryl, all of you, Indie Head John, all of you, stopping in and saying hey. If you like, thumbs up. If you don't like, thumbs down. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ding that bell. That way, you want more laughs, you know when I'm coming on. But from my house to your house, be safe, stay off the tracks, spend some time. You all have a good day.